you can almost visually create your entire world. No,
If you want to achieve something or if you want to do something, you got to speak it into existence. So
not almost, you actually can.
Yes.
You can.
So what if I told you that the most of your life is happening exactly the way you keep talking about it? Not because of luck, not because of fate, but because your words are programming your reality. Now stay with me, because this isn't some motivation. I do not talk bullshit. Whatever I speak is 100% authentic. I do not use any scripts. Whatever I speak is directly from my heart and it is 100% truth. So this is not motivation, this is mechanics. And let me tell you that this video doesn't have any fancy dopamine hitting videos or songs. This has just pure raw value. So if you're here for value, you can stay with me. If you want entertainment, then you can leave this video, because there's no fancy edits in this video to keep you entertained. Now what you need to understand is that people say words don't really matter. And that's a lie told by people who never watch their life closely enough. What I believe is that your life today is basically the echo of what you repeatedly said yesterday. About yourself, about money, about success, about whatever you deserve. And once you understand this concept, you will never speak casually again. So there are a few core ideas which you need to understand in order to understand the concept of speaking things into reality. So I'm going to talk about these concepts. The first core idea is words create identity. Now remember this. Words do not create your reality, they create your identity. So every time you say, I'm bad with money, I'm unlucky, or I'm not confident, you're basically not describing yourself, but you are assigning an identity to yourself. You're telling your mind. And the mind's job is very simple. Act in alignment with whatever identity you give it. So if you keep saying that you're broke, you're poor, your brain looks for proof. And if you keep saying that you're disciplined, your brain looks for actions. Now what you need to understand is that you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your self-talk. And the idea number 2 is that your subconscious is always listening. Always. Your subconscious doesn't argue with you. It doesn't fact check. It doesn't say, are you sure, bro? No. Your subconscious basically says, okay, noted. So whatever you speak, your subconscious is listening to you. And this is why jokes matter, and that's why complaints matter. That's why saying it is what it is very dangerous. Because what you repeat becomes familiar. And what becomes familiar becomes believable. And what becomes believable becomes your reality. Do you understand? Now third idea, once you understand this, you will be way further ahead than 99% of the people. And the third idea is that faith before evidence. Now here's what most people fail in. They say, I'll speak positively once things improve. And that's wrong. Reality improves after your language does, not before. Now before the money came, you had to speak wealth. Before the confidence came, you had to speak certainty. Before the results came, you had to speak belief. Everything in existence is created twice. First in words, then in form. Now here are some practical frameworks. I know, because these 3 core ideas are very, very clear to you. You can watch the video again if you want to understand them clearly. Because if you don't understand these concepts clearly, then you cannot really implement what I'm going to tell you now. So now it's time for practical framework. How to speak things into existence. The step 1 is eliminate weak language. Stop saying I hope, or I'll try, or maybe one day. And instead replace it with things like I'm building, I'm becoming, I'm disciplined, I'm focused. You need to speak in present tense, and this is the step 2. First is eliminate weak language. The second is speak in present tense. Your subconscious responds to now, not someday. Your subconscious only listens right now. It doesn't care about time. It just listens and accepts it. So you should not say that I will be successful, but instead you should say that I am the kind of person who creates success. See, there's a huge difference. Now the step 3 is that speak even when it feels fake. Yes, I know that it will feel fake at first, and that's not a sign to stop. That's a sign that you're rewiring. In the beginning it will feel fake. Whatever you're talking about yourself, if you're talking good about yourself, it might feel fake in the beginning. Maybe, but that means that you're just changing. Truth is built through repetition, not comfort. Repetition carries conviction. Now what you need to understand is that there are some things which you need to stop saying immediately. And just note it down somewhere, or just listen to it very carefully, whatever I'm going to tell you. Stop saying I'm tired. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying this always happens to me. Things like that. Things basically which are negative. What you need to understand is that you need to say less. Don't just keep on talking. Whole day people are yapping about things. Bro, I'm tired, I can't do it, man. I don't know what will happen. I hope that future will be better. And that's negative talk. You need to say less, but say it stronger. Because careless words create careless lives. Very simple. Note it down somewhere. Careless words create careless lives. Very simple. Now this is basic framework which I told you. You need to speak in present tense. You need to speak in a very strong manner. It might feel fake at first, but trust me. Your reality is rewiring. Your subconscious listens to you and your mind changes. Your discipline changes. Any exceptionally successful individual I've met, they have this thing in common that they do not talk negatively. They're always talking positively about themselves. Even if the things are going shit, even if everything is falling apart, they are talking positively about themselves. Now from today, you need to speak like your future is listening. Because it is. Your words are not wishes, they are instructions. So choose them like your life depends on it. And listen, if you want daily reminders like this, raw insights and unfiltered voice notes which I can't really post on YouTube, you need to join my free Telegram channel. I always post about my daily life and some esoteric secrets which I cannot reveal on YouTube, so you need to join it. And that's where I talk directly to the people who are serious about building the life of discipline, wealth and self-respect. So subscribe if you're one of them, and otherwise you can just keep on scrolling and go on for the entertainment. Good luck.